Hey guys, welcome to this edition of Bounce Masterclass. This is the Talking Tech edition and the first in the new year. Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and you are back to your hustle. Today we shall be reviewing the startup scene in 2018 and then looking at what is likely to happen in the new year. I am not going to be doing this alone. I have with me in the studio Adegbite Oreoluwa, who is the country manager Careers 24 Nigeria. And then I also have Victor Ekwalo. Victor Ekwalo is the senior editor at TechPoint.Africa. Okay, so we shall be looking at a few points under a few headings, looking at investment, looking at exits. We shall be looking at events and a whole other things as we progress. But first, let us look at investment as it happened in 2018. So the investment we tracked in 2018 is showing that the total funds attracted into this sector is about $86.5 million. So if you do the math at 360 naira per dollar, we are looking at about 31.1 billion naira. That seems like a significant sum. So sector with the highest investment happens to be financial technology as fintech. So let's look at a few companies, the list of companies that attracted the investment. Number one here is Kobo 360, attracted $7.3 million. It's logistics. Tizeti is ISP, attracted $3 million. Trade Depot attracted $3 million. Lydia, a fintech, also attracted $6.9 million. Sure Remit, another fintech, $7 million. O Mobile attracted $10 million. Flutterwave fintech, $10 million. Paga, $10 million fintech. Paystack, $10.2 million fintech. Minds.io, $13 million fintech. Piggy Bank, $1.1 million fintech. And Cars45, $5 million automobile. Okay, so guys, you are looking at the investment scene here in 2018. But before we go into the projections, what exactly do you think is fueling the investment in fintechs? What is making it more attractive than other sectors? Victor?
Thank you very much. So by default, like everything, finance, payments is sexy, right? So fintech is financial technology, which translates to payments, mobile payments, and as you know, everything we do is payment. You have to pay to get things, have to pay to get things done. So money is the underlying focus of fintech businesses. So this by default makes it sexy. How it came to become popular over the years, I'm not sure exactly, but I think money being the underlying factor of the business is what makes it really attractive for investors.
Okay, if you look at the volume of cash here being popped in, if you look at previous years, say about between 2014 and 2017, we've had series of investments in this sector, but none of those startups ever attracted as much as $10-13 million. It's happening here in fintech. So if you can look at this you are looking at over 90% of the total investments in the sector, and you are looking at a huge sum if you consider our own environment. So what this kind of investment, are we likely to see it in other sectors or just fintech?
Okay, apart from the underlying factor I mentioned, right? So fintech has innovated a lot compared to other sectors of internet startups in Nigeria. Fintech has had a lot of innovations to play nearly at par with its global peers, right? The fintech industry in Nigeria. So you have, I think it's because it's more software based, but there is a lot of solutions and innovations that make it easier for businesses in Nigeria and Africa to transact with people outside the world. And this is very important because Africa is one of the biggest markets. So anything that eases this passageway is something that is really interesting. So in the nearest future, is there going to be anything that is remotely like this? I'm not sure. Considering what I'm looking at the moment, there might be, but I'm not sure.
Okay, what do you think?
So you'll see the Nigerian population growing very fast, and would need a lot of very bankable individuals. And as the market continues to grow in terms of mobile distribution and penetration, payments is very seamless to adopt. So right now, is the right way to go for anybody who is trying to invest in the market. In terms of what value that translates to, for the guys who are playing in the space, it's massive, it's huge. 2019 will also give a clear direction of how to actually execute some of these interesting strategies.
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite boy, I'm Shine.
Yeah, Mr. Song is the kingmaker.
If we're not that,
Leo the Silver.
Anika,
Angel.
always download Bounce News.
Bounce News.
Bounce News app from
The Google Play Store.
and the Apple Store.
It's fun.
Keep bouncing.
Welcome back. You are still watching Bounce Masterclass, the Talking Tech edition. Don't forget you can follow us on YouTube at Bounce News Nigeria. You can follow us on Facebook at Bounce News Nigeria and on Twitter at Bounce News NG. So let's head into the other thing now. Exits in 2018 we saw a number of exits. We saw Conga exited in form of acquisition by the dollar, and then OLX shut down, Simple Pay shut down, and then getting into 2019, we saw Deal Day already closing shop. So what is going on here is, let me come to you, Victor. What are investors getting wrong with this?
I honestly don't know what the best way is wrong. I
Okay.
mean, I
So-
can't speak from the perspective
Yes.
of investor.
Yes. Are investors getting something wrong, or is it the economy or the managers of these businesses? What
Okay.
is going on here?
I feel like it's a little bit of everything, right? It's a little bit of everything. Like in Nigeria, there are a lot of obstacles and hurdles to running a business. Any business. Talk less about. So now, when we say most of these businesses are based off of the internet, and the internet in Nigeria is still bad and near this man. Most of these products are made for people that have internet, right? Mobile penetration is still not very great. Internet penetration is still not, broadband penetration is still not very great. The quality of the internet is still not very great. Like for me, that's like a fundamental thing. You're trying to farm, you don't have farmland. That's what this is.
Okay,
right?
so Ore,
Yeah.
you've been part of this space for close to a decade, and you've worked closely with some investors. You are running Careers 24 yourself. So, and you've seen through these exits.
Yeah.
Some of them. Would you say investors aren't patient enough, or the businesses are designed to fail from the beginning?
So if you look closely into the businesses, technically they are designed to actually fail from the beginning. So when they get the local resource involved, there's this question about strategy. Like, this is what the global strategy says, and this is the focus. What is the business of your business? Running businesses in Nigeria would also require that you focus on what the market really wants. We should also not forget that tech businesses in Nigeria are beginning to understand that there's a lot of human interface into the business than technology. Technology and the internet is just an enabler for tech businesses in Nigeria. And the question then comes from investors and from every guys that play in the space would be that, look, what's the business of your business? Are you actually running as a tech business or as a traditional business? So it's a mix of everything.
So going into the new year, are we likely to see more exits?
Definitely, yes.
In the logistics space, we saw lots of activities last year. We saw people like Kobo 360, the Uber for truck guys, raising lots of money in under 3 years. Taxify expanded to Ibadan, Owerri, Benin, GoCada launched to compete with Max, and they are doing pretty good job. So what is playing out here? The money that is coming in here. Logistics has always been there, but are you seeing, is it a resurgence, or has it become more attractive, or has the need grown? What is exactly going on?
Okay. Like I was telling Volkim on camera here, logistics did not just surface, right? As a few years back, there were hundreds of these logistics startups, small in units, and at that point, there's one major logistics player at the moment that has a lot of units factored onto them now. So, but I think they figured out something. I'm not sure what it is exactly, and it became sexy. For Kobo 360, they're doing something totally unique and different.
Okay.
Right? And it's one of those ideas where you sit there like, why didn't I think about this? Right? So I have been involved in the process of trying to get a truck before in Nigeria, and it is hell. You think it's easy, you can just call it truck.
It's not a business you want to just move into.
It's not, actually. So they have figured it out, and they're doing something great. And then you have the Go-Kada and the Max that are beating Lagos traffic. They're still in Lagos, mind you. So they are like a valid position for the Lagos traffic. Taxify and Uber, comfort. Apart from these people, I don't really think there is a lot going on in logistics. These guys just have hype, and like you said, they are succeeding to a very large extent. Apart from them, I don't think so. There's a regulation I saw last year that basically is stopping the average entrepreneur from just buying a motorcycle, fitting into the box, and starting a company, right? So I just think these guys are interesting, and they have money, and that's why they all got it. I don't think logistics is as full-blown as it's made to seem.
So yeah, but beyond the expansion, it will also be a thing of culture. You see a lot of like Testify expanding to Ibadan or where Benin would also be like tapping into the aspiration of this young generation.
And I'm going to ask you, already. See, the expansion, is it a profitable move? Do you think it's a profitable move, Ibadan or where Benin? Do they have the resources and the infrastructure to thrive as much as they did?
Short term, it will be tough to operate.
Yeah.
But long term, it's going to be profitable.
Okay, so where are the most lucrative jobs in the tech space? It's your own space. So where are the jobs in the tech space? What skills, if I'm looking to pursue a career in the tech space, what skills do I need? Where exactly am I going to get them?
So technically, for the technology space in Nigeria, also you'd understand that most of the experiences are self-taught. Most people don't really have where to actually go to learn these things. So self-taught would also mean that the skills you need to also perhaps need to adopt would also be around, say, how to actually just grow, adapt into failures. But then my summary would be that whatever you're learning, focus around revenue.
You guys organize TechPoint Inspire, TechPoint Build, and then there are last year TechCrunch brought the event here, the first time in Africa. We have TechFest, a whole lot of tech events. So, can you assess the impacts of these events on the technology scene in Nigeria, especially the startup scene?
Okay, so we have TechPoint Build for starters, like you said. Usually it's like 29th of January every year, but this year is 26th of January. And what this thing is summarily broken down is like it's a conference, right? Where small businesses, SMEs, startups, people come together and learn and share, right? So we started an SME clinic in TechPoint Build where people just come and learn. So basically it's like a business class in one day. Now, when it comes to internet businesses, like you said, a lot of people in Nigeria do not understand what's going on around here. For some people, TechPoint Build and maybe Inspired is like their initiation into the tech startup scene and business for them, you know. So they come here and like, this is happening. So I remember, for instance, the last TechPoint Build, somebody walks up to me and is like, so he came because somebody told him that somebody told him how to print recharge cards. I'm like, okay. I said, you know what? Just sit down and listen. And at the end of the day, he comes, it's like a whole new vista is open to him, right? So I feel like like he said, there's not a lot of resources available for the common man and businesses to learn business things, right? So these events provide an avenue for them to have people that have done it before come to tell them. So this is what we've done. This is how we did it. This is how you can and how you should do it. Oh, social media, branding, revenue, funding.
So,
you know,
so it's like the tech evangelism.
Yeah, stories actually change a lot of lives.
Something like that.
Okay, so can you link the successes we are seeing now in the startup scene, did they correlate with the events? Can you draw correlations with the events?
Yeah, 100%. Because for most guys in the tech space, they've gone on to idolize some of the guys who've done it before.
Yeah.
And their stories, whether success, failures, have helped them in their day-to-day strategy and execution.
Okay, in rounding off, I'm going to ask two of you to name your startups to watch for 2019. I'm going to start with you already.
Can we go back to the payments page?
Okay.
I've been not part of it, right?
Yeah.
The businesses to watch are no longer startups, actually.
I mean, technically,
Yeah, still startups. Okay.
I think Paystack would do great.
Awesome. First tax.
Paystack would do great.
So, Paystack number 1. I'm not going to let you go until you complete the grade. So, Paystack. 2.
Sure gift.
Sure gift.
Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't see this coming. And number 3.
I was just choosing betting company, Naira Bet. Because these guys, they look very viable. Like, you get the point. Like,
God, yes.
they look very viable. Like, yeah.
Naira Bet. Okay. Victor, yours.
So there is Paystack.
Yeah. Paystack.
So I like what Piggy Bank is doing.
Awesome.
Yeah, Piggy Bank has a really, I like what they're doing. Then for logistics, there is Max and Gokada.
Yes.
Side by side.
Yes.
Of course.
So, who do you go with?
Both of them.
But
I actually use both, so I go with both of them.
Okay.
I'm allowed to. Yeah.
Max and Gokada.
So I feel like this year is going to be a very interesting year for startups in Nigeria,
Okay.
right? There's going to be a lot of bad,
Mm-hmm.
and on the other hand, there's going to be a lot of good, a lot of learnings and whatnot. Yeah.
And then in closing, I asked you this question before we came on air. Are we close to having a unicorn in Nigerian startup scene? How close are we? Or how far are we? Alright?
not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. Not even in a decade.
Decade is far away, man.
Yes, that's 10 years.
Yeah, in 10 years, we should see unicorn happen. But not in the short term.
Not even in 5 years. Victor.
To be honest, now I think about it, I think a unicorn is just a term that is like vanity metrics. I really don't. Because it's solely based on valuation. And when you look at it from technically, right, I think we're going to have a unicorn really soon. Because it's on valuation,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
all these startups, all this money is being raised, all the increase of the markets, there's going to be a unicorn very soon.
Okay, on that note, I say thank you guys. It's been a wonderful interaction.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so that's it for this New Year's edition of Talking Tech. We hope to continue the interaction as we explore the startup scene going into 2019. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you can click the subscribe button to join us on YouTube at Bounce News Nigeria, on Facebook at Bounce News Nigeria, and on Twitter at Bounce News NG. Thank you for watching.
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite boy, I'm Shine.
Yeah, Mr. Song is the kingmaker.
If we're not that.
Leo the Silver.
Tanika.
Angel.
Always
download
Bounce News.
Bounce News.
Bounce News app from
The Google Play Store.
and the Apple Store.
It's fun.
Keep bouncing.